Hey there YouTube, I'm Yukitsu, this is the Yukitsu Times, welcome to my channel, welcome back to Total War Attila. So, yeah, I'm going a little bit crazy, but that's the way it goes. That's kind of the way this game is. So, I'm not sure where my save actually ended up being. I saved at some point, but I forgot to do the sort of trick to that. So we're going to go ahead and start building some stuff here. I kind of have to keep getting ahead of the public order thing. Like, it looks like we're okay in Africa, but the reality is that we're going to end up with the penalty later, so I need to keep upgrading these buildings. Like, if I could get even the governor's palace. Well, actually, that would be kind of crap, because it's only +4. Yeah, that wouldn't be ideal. We don't gain 50 from this, do we? Yeah, it's 2 public disorder, so we could get 2 cattle pen upgrades, but it would only increase our food from 80 to 110, so that's only like, or 115 rather, so that's only a 25-point boost. Whereas this, like, you know, it's kind of proportional in some ways, but also kind of ridiculous. So anyway, let's go ahead and check out all our provinces really quickly here. Alright. Could we actually benefit from that? Yeah, I don't have a ton of cash right now, so anything that I could really get would be great for me. Okay, our sanitation here is actually fine now. We could go ahead and upgrade this to a colonia here. That would start increasing that there. We could also, actually, more important is probably insulate Occidentalis still. I could probably get another one of these upgrades. This upgrade actually means that it should be better. Okay, so where are we still unhappy? Caledonia, Hibernia, they're getting a lot of attention already. They're getting a lot of attention in Londinium. With the army moved out, though, it's going to be a little bit problematic. I should probably actually go to Aquitania, or not Aquitania. What the hell is this place called? Belgica. Okay, we should start upgrading stuff in Belgica, and the reason is that we'll eventually be moving our army out of Belgica. Can I afford to get a farm here? Yes, I can. Okay, so this is going to let us free up this army that's up here that's garrisoning, because they're doing a really great job of making our public order good, but at the same time, we kind of need to potentially use them to continue our surge up northward here. I don't know if I can just do it with a fleet and an army. Like, ideally, that's what we're going to be able to do, but we kind of have a lot of forces tied up in a lot of different places, so can't afford to just let that continue as it is there. Okay, so that's all of our cash spent really quickly, and a little bit slapdash, honestly. I'm kind of not 100% happy about the way that was spent necessarily, because we didn't take a lot of time to carefully analyze what we were going to be doing with it. Okay, you guys should be okay for this. Let me just check something. Do we have any impending... I don't know if I've got any impending stuff going on here. Okay, don't think so. We've got this place at flat value. I actually kind of want to start grinding out experience for Quintus Symmachus, though. So I'm going to have him leave the city there. This is going to cause rebellions like every turn for the next who knows how long. And we're just going to start killing rebels over and over again until I feel like we can't get any more benefit from it. The Jutes have taken over Flavum, so I can't trade with the French anymore, so that's not great, because that does mean that they're more likely to declare war on me. We have got a non-aggression pact, but they're aggressive and temperamental, so it could go at any time. How many people are these at war with? Alright, well, whatever. For now, let's just go ahead and deal with these rebels down here. Yeah, we did get our garrison upgraded, or not garrison, the mercenaries upgrades. Not upgrades. I don't even know what I'm saying right now. I'm very, very out of it. What are we going to need after this? I should probably think about my technologies. Because there is going to be a point in time where I really want these Western Auxilia Palatina. Can I actually get this to load here this time? Trying to remember sort of the statistics on a Comitatensis. Alright, so it allows us to upgrade to these Western Auxilia Palatina. Their melee attack looks higher to me. They've got a really big charge bonus, 30. 37 melee defense, I don't really know about that. The armor, I think is the same, health is the same. I don't know what... Oh, these guys have... No, that's also 0. These don't look like they're any different than the Comitatensis, are they? Actually, that melee attack might be higher. Let's compare them to one of our units of Comitatensis here. So they've got 4 higher melee attack. They've got much, much higher charge bonus, but who cares about charge bonus? They've got 2 more health. Okay, so I guess they've got slightly improved stats, but that's not really a great improvement. The only really good thing about that is that it upgrades all of my Comitatensis that are in the city's garrisons for free, so that would be quite good. And it's the only way I can get to the Legio Comitatensis, and I believe that they're actually quite a bit better. Let's go ahead and... oh, we've all... Legio Comitatensis. Okay, what the hell... What's the difference here? Oh, they've got 122 health. This is a spear unit, right? Faction availability, Eastern Romans. Okay, so this is... oh, Lanciaria Seniores. This is for a different faction. Right, okay. So let's... what the hell do I get? What? God damn it. Tech. This is going to be annoying. Okay, let's just ignore this for now, and let's continue getting what we were getting. Land tendency, that's fine. Yeah, so the Imperial Transport Service kind of is good and kind of is bad in some ways. It would make a lot of our stuff more expensive in terms of both costs to recruit and upkeep. But it's a unit that we'll probably want, and we want to get the Legio Comitatensis eventually as well. Oh god, why will this not work for me? There we go. Legio Comitatensis. Okay, so I guess this is just stuff that's available to other factions probably. Okay, let's check you guys. Alright, 29. These all look pretty similar to me. Yeah, this isn't a huge boost. The boost up to Legio is much more relevant, I feel. We'll probably still want to get this eventually, but I don't know if this really is much better. Okay, so yeah, I think we want to keep on Ecotechs. Let's go ahead and fight these rebels here. This might be actually kind of an interesting fight, so we might do this one on the battlefield. Let's see. Alright, so here we are on the battlefield. This one actually looks pretty standard, but we'll see how it goes. Archers up front here should probably be in flame shot. I think they have got a Cantari. No, that's Equites Dalmatiae. Well, let's have a look at what we get here. Where's our reinforcements? Over here. Yeah, I kind of do think that they show up on whatever side I pan my camera to. Or maybe I'm psychic. Yeah, I think it's pretty arbitrary. I wish there was a more consistent rule as to where reinforcements came in. Alright, you guys all line up in the middle here. Got a pretty big, beefy spear line this time. Mixed with some swords, 1 unit of swords, and our general, of course. We'll want our flank, actually, to not have the Legio here. We'll want the Legio on the center. Who are you guys? Yeah, you're the Mercenary Desert Spears. A little bit worse, in my opinion, against cavalry, because they don't have a great shield wall formation, although I probably won't be able to use it in this fight anyway. So let's go ahead and get you guys switched in terms of formation. There we go. Well, in fact, get this line straightened out just a little bit there. There we go. Okay, let's go ahead, grab up our army, and march them towards their destiny here. We don't want to get quite within their catapult range, of course. Again, we'll want to have that run out of ammunition. This is actually looking pretty standard. I was thinking that might be something interesting because they've got these Ballistarii, which are great units, but they've only got Equites Dalmatiae. This should actually be pretty simple. You never know, though. Something weird might happen. Let's go ahead and move our army up just a little bit more. Go ahead and put you guys in loose formation and spread you out while running to the center here. Now, you can actually take less damage if you're not lazy like I am by just running your unit back and forth like this. Oops. And as you can see, we're taking less missile damage from the catapults because our unit in motion is causing the AI to be like, well, which side should we be shooting to? We took actually quite a few that one, but, ooh, I timed that one terribly. See, that one, they went all the way over there. So you can actually take a little bit less damage if you're doing it this way. I don't think it's worth it, because I'm lazy, so we're just going to stand here and take it, but, Yeah, if you desperately need to stretch your army out and make sure that it is going to last as much as it can and the enemy has got artillery, you can dance back and forth like that and it'll cause the AI to... because it leads the shots a little bit. It is capable of leading the shots ever so slightly. So it does that and ends up just screwing itself over because of that. Alright, so can we... yeah, that's good enough. Alright, so we're going to move up just to within arrow shot range. We'll move both these guys over to heavy shot for a little while, because we'll get a shot off against those Ballistarii.
Palatina guards! Advance at speed!
Okay. Can we get shots off without anything too bad happening? They're not charging at us yet, so... I think if we moved up just a little bit further, they probably will, though. Yep, here they come. Alright, so you guys... getting your defensive testudas, everybody. That can. I guess we'll pop, what's it called, with our other guys. Do we have... Nope, we don't have brace or anything like that, so we'll just run back with our archers here.
The enemy is attacking our general!
There we go. Let's start firing at these exploradores. Might as well. We'll put general in a shield wall. Might as well. Alright, so those cavalry over here did a really good job for some reason against those spears that I had. Not 100% sure why that was. Actually, no, they pulled out and got trashed. Alright, so those are scout equises, right? Yeah, okay. Good. Alright, let's get our archers firing at these crossbows here. Let's get our general walking into combat here. Right, so we'll just charge our scout equites into their scout equites. We should have a big advantage since they lost a ton of men, ton of HP. What the hell are you doing, General? Get in the fight. Alright, so we kind of want to tie down these equites Dalmate. So we'll charge into them, even though that'll give a bit of an advantage to them, since we'll be on the move, but that's fine. We might as well pop this early and often. It's one of those sort of abilities that works out like that, so we're going to go ahead, pop that. Cavalry here is broken, so we should be able to get into their crossbows pretty soon. Let's go ahead and start working towards them. Those scout equites will probably still have some men, but I'm not really worried about having to fight this army twice. Some armies you really don't want to fight more than once, but sometimes it doesn't really matter all that much. Okay, you guys all get in there. You guys all come back here. Let's have you guys come around back behind these guys. Actually, let's fire at these Equites Dalmatia here for a second. Let's get flaming arrows, precision shots. Get that done there. Get a good volley on them and they might go away. Well, it certainly did have an impact on them. Down to 13 men, and if they pull out, we'll probably have killed them. So let's not cause too much more friendly fire. Let's start firing at these guys again. Yeah, we're gonna probably lose this fight over here with these Comandos Tensis, but that's fine. Yeah, those Equites Dalmatia are out of the fight. Our general is for some reason pushing really far forward or something like that. I don't really know what's going on there. Let's get into the back of these Palatina. I don't have to worry too much about these crossbows right now. But if I can get this general off my general real quick, then we're going to be in A-OK condition. Spears are back in the fight. I mean, I've got generals to spare, to be honest, so it doesn't matter tremendously to me. But, you might as well. Alright, so that was kind of a janky charge that we got, but battle is turning in our favor. Can we, no, second wind is still on cooldown. Alright, so that crushed these guys for some reason. That must have, been a better charge than I thought it was. Well, I guess it's full unit, pretty much. Alright, so, yeah, we will, just finish wrapping up, chasing some of these guys down, but I will see you guys on the campaign map. Alright, so here we are. We're gonna go ahead and take some cash, why not? And, I don't know if I'm going to actually dismiss this army here. The thing is, having an army around here that we could bulk up so that it could defend against these guys if they came up to Leptis Magna would probably be a smart idea once I decide to wage war on those guys. But we actually probably can't because those guys are a trade partner. So declaring war on them is going to become something that makes us untrustworthy. So we want to keep our status as a trustworthy nation, as a trustworthy leader, and keep that going for us. So we're not going to declare war on them. I think it'll be a while before we bother when we're already completely so far behind on our diplomacy that we can't get anyone to agree to anything with us anyway. I mean, we'll eventually reach that point. Okay, so speaking of diplomacy, I wonder if I could extort a little bit of cash out of anybody here. Or a trade agreement, maybe. I don't know. Macedonia, will you pay me a little money?
Reputation goes before you.
Nope. Okay, so we have to wait a little longer for them. Nobatians.
Be welcome. You have my full
I've been going
attention.
faster, so like, and these guys are all sort of off different schedules, so.
Please accept as a most humble audience for your turn.
Low, okay. So, I must have done that more recently than I thought I did. That's fine. I probably should have upgraded these guys in this army over here to Matiarii, but, well, that's fine. We've only got 1,089 left in the bank. Let's make sure that, I should also check to see where I've got rebellions coming in here. I don't see any impending rebellions other than ones that I'm artificially going to cause, I think. Because I was going to artificially cause one, right? Yeah, I was going to artificially cause one. And then we're going to crush it, gain some experience, then we're going to let them rebel again, crush it, and continue just wanking off in a circle like that for experience points. Should be good. Alright, I'm wondering if I should declare war on the Huns pretty soon, but let's leave that out until his army gets at least their stuff. I would like to get those guys into fortified stance, but I can't. I moved a bit too far. That's fine, though. I could do the same in Uberzus, probably, but they're a little bit too happy right now. I might as well keep them going up. That way I've got less to deal with. Yeah, okay. Let's go ahead, hit end turn, see what happens. Oh, Flavius Neotorius has a new skill. Fantastic. What do we want? I thought you died. What the hell's going on here? Interesting. No, I could have sworn you died. What the hell's going on here? Even if you repeat save, shouldn't he be dead? I don't actually know how that works, because he's 52 freaking years old. He's gonna die soon anyway. Right, well, whatever. I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm not gonna think about it. I'm not gonna acknowledge his existence as a human being. Okay, which of these are good for provinces or provincial leaders? Nothing really. So let's go ahead and just get logistician. We'll get the food, even though it's probably not a safe idea to rely on that food there. I could have gone actually for the public order bonus. Well, it's fine. We've got kind of on the fence public order anyway, and we can upgrade this next turn, so should be alright. You know, I'm actually probably better off attacking from the south here towards this city, because I think that there is actually... Oh, actually, who the hell is this? Yeah, that is the Angulus. So I would rather attack Los Angeles over there, as opposed to going all the way up. Because I don't want to get pincered in by the Geats who decide to be dicks and declare war on me, so... Let's go ahead and hit end turn here and see what happens. Maybe Flavius... what the hell? I don't know. Because I was pretty sure that if you load... like, because it saves at the start of your turn. Like, if you do that and then a bunch of stuff happens, then you decide to, like, leave, and then you start the game back up again. I would have sworn that he counts as dead still. I think the Visigoths know that I'm out after them, so they're like hard-coded to run away from me. I think that's really annoying. I think that's the way this goes. I wonder if even, like, I bet a naval battle doesn't count, so if I attack them at sea and they get destroyed, it's like, I don't know, it doesn't count. Oh, Huns are just hugging right up against my unit. Hello, Huns. Okay, I really need to start fighting them. They're gonna get out of hand, I think, if I don't. Like, it's so bad, though, declaring war on the Huns. It gets you in so much trouble. I wonder if I can get like 8,000 out of it. If I could get $8,000 out of it, I'll do it. Even though I've got an army in the field sitting right beside them, it'll lock that army beside me until they attack me. So we'd be relatively safe in that sense. And I can switch to a defensive stance while still recruiting, so that would work out okay. Alright, faction destroyed. Roman separatists. Interesting. And a noble birth. Office secured. Good. Without any wankery as far as trying to get him into his goddamn office again. Okay, I think you are going to be the one that gets it because you've got the most influence. So let's get you up there. We got a pretty sprawling family tree here. Alright, good enough. Alright, let's get you guys over to here. Oh, okay. Well, you know what? I'm still willing to, Can I not actually drop these guys off for some reason? Holy shit, really? Okay, we'll move up to here for now. But if these guys move at all, I'll be able to attack them, so that should be okay. Alright, we also get research again. I really waffle when it comes to what I should be researching, and I think we're going to keep going on civil techs. Like, I was looking sort of at these units, and they don't seem significantly better right now, and, like, yeah, they are better, but they're units that are more expensive in upkeep, so my army becomes smaller every time I do that, as opposed to this where my army becomes larger, and the larger army seems to make a bigger difference. So let's go ahead and get provincial authority for now. I still can't get Imperial Church, and it's going to be a long while before I'm willing to get that, which is a problem. We could get the Barbarian Enclaves. That's actually quite good, because it would reduce the amount of time it takes for me to build my towns up. Getting a few fortified towns actually sounds interesting. I've rarely played in one. I don't think I've ever done a siege in one, actually. Alright, so Africa. They're slowly pulling it back there. We're slowly pulling Africa into the positive realm. Aquitania is okay right now. Where, in fact, have we got negatives, strong negatives or whatever? Okay, yeah, we got 2 groups of Huns raiding me right now. Oops. That's the wrong button. You guys over here, like... How much could I get for joining a war with the Huns? Obviously, we talked to the Eastern Romans.
Let the Lord God smile upon our meeting, so that all may profit.
Only moderate. So they probably are not likely to pay me very much for this. Yeah, no, they're not willing to pay me barely anything for that. Wow. Huh, and they don't dislike the Eastern Romans that much either. Huh. I wonder if the Eastern Romans have been bribing them off or something, but they're still at war with them. You can't bribe them when you're at war with them. Alright, so let's, hopefully they'll be sort of out there. But I do want to start fighting the Huns at some point in time before they start going through my core territories and just, like, if they get to somewhere like Ravenna or something like that, and are just setting up there, it's like, oh no, we're just passing through, and then I'm going to be really ticked off because they're going to suddenly be like, oh yeah, we were just passing through, but now we're at war. And I'm going to be just have an embolism and die. That's going to be the way it goes. Alright, Colonia Agrippina, I think, was upgrading a bunch of stuff there. That's fine. Let's go ahead and check. One of the things about this is that, like, there are people who do playthroughs of this where their provinces are earning like 4 or 5 times as much as mine are, and they're not significantly like more upgraded provinces than mine. It's just that they're playing it on like where they've consolidated their empire down, and the corruption penalty is so ridiculous in this game that it becomes difficult actually to make money when you're working these games. So if we look here, like I've got a huge amount of income modifications, and it's crushing my income in this province. Like 70% of it's being lost to taxes and corruption. So we end up not really making anywhere near as much as it looks like we should be making. So it can make a pretty big difference. Although, like, still, that is just the way the game goes. It's the way the cookie crumbles. Alright, let's check Lugdunensis. We can get the salt mines here now. And that's actually a really strong thing, because it'll give them food, it's independent of fertility. Lusitania down here is still going to have well, it's actually getting a fishing port, so that's fine. Maximus Equinorium. Okay, those guys are all looking pretty okay. Dalmatia up here is just because of raids. Like, I don't have to worry about them in all honesty, because eventually people stop raiding them and then it'll be fine. So let's work on places that are unhappy next. Africa kind of is still. Britannia Superior is still unhappy, but we are working on that quite hard. This, in fact, should reverse it. Caledonia at Hibernia. They're at -2. That's not actually that bad. We can't increase it very much either. The only thing we could really do is add increase this to a Balne. And that would be not terrible. That would increase it to the point where we're at flat if there's no other factors going on here. But I think there are. Immigrants is at -7 already. Alright. We'll leave that as is. Carthaginosis, Dalmatia is unhappy. Where else? Insula Occidentalis. We were dealing with it a little bit here. We were dealing with it as best we could there. I probably should continue upgrading the colonias in this region, because they've got tons of food, and it's so hard to bring... I hate bringing up reinforcements to this region. It's just not a great region for that. Liguria is not doing great, but why don't we go ahead and upgrade this colonia in Liguria? That should be fine. Should be fun. Lignonensis, they're just barely okay. I think they're under the effects of military crackdown right now. Yeah, 5 points of it. So they'll need an upgrade at some point soon. But they don't have the food for it right now. Lusitania down here. They're okay. Magna Graecia. Are they going to be okay? Well, we could actually go ahead and get this governor's estate. I might as well. They've got the food for it. Just barely, mind you, but they have got the food for it. And we could always upgrade the vineyard later. Okay, so that's fine. Mauritania is relatively going to be okay with that church there. Maximus Sequinorium is not going to be okay, but it's not really meant to be. Narbo. I would love to be able to upgrade Narbo, especially that Latin Martyrium or some of these, like the Vicus to the Colonia. We'll do that next turn, I suppose. But what else have we got here?
At your command.
I think that's all I can really do right now. That's not my group taking attrition, is it? No, it's the guys behind them. Okay. Alright, that's probably the best I can do there. Let's get this force potentially down from Uberzus. I don't know, actually. Because these guys become unhappy as soon as these guys leave. Military crackdown is worth a lot in this, or military presence is worth 24 happiness in this region, so that's a big difference there. We could actually destroy one of these buildings now. Like, I could destroy the town center and start working on a government building here. I could get up to level 2 before we had to start thinking about taking over Regalia, and we're in wars now that make that a little bit less practical to try and take that now, so we probably shouldn't. So we'll just keep our guys stationed there for the time being. Okay, let's, I'm going to give everything a quick once over, but I will be back once we've figured everything out. Okay, so we're back. We haven't actually done all that much. What I have done is I've done a couple of quick changes to some of my, what are they called, retainers. Nothing too big, just for the governors, and a couple of my governors also leveled, so we gave them some very basic boosts. They're kind of past the point where they really need to care about those because they've got the most important ones, so let's go ahead and enter and see what happens. Hopefully we'll be okay. I might have been able to force march my navy up towards that landing zone, but I don't know if I want to land with force march stance on. I think the Vandals have mostly migrated on my territory. It's kind of interesting. Alright, Franks, what are you guys doing in my land? I'm kind of worrying about that now. Because there's nothing that they're at war with past me, is there? I can't remember, actually. There might be. I should probably check that. Alright, Huns are sort of moving through my territory with a lot of things. They're taking a lot of winter attrition right now, though. They're just coming right around Verunum, though. Okay, if they decide to declare war on me, like, next turn, what could I do? Would I be able to beat them? I don't really know if I could. They've got at least 3 army stacks near my territory. That's quite a bit. Okay, well, we might be able to deflect them, pay them some money to go somewhere else, but I don't, like, they're not going to those places when they are at war. Like, they're at war with a bunch of people. Oh, they've decided to fortify stance right beside the shore there. Okay, I guess we're coming around through the north. Alright. Macedonians are heading up probably to fight the Jutes, actually, now that I think about it. I wonder if the Jutes have the army to repel that. Alright, a worthy bride. What have you got there? Loyalty -1, which is pretty bad. But, you know what? I'm okay with it. You have my blessings. Political favors get you into office, that's fine. Alright, so can I attack this army through here? I can. Do I have siege engines with the actual army itself? I do. I will have seasickness if I attack through there, though, so... Okay, I can't really actually get through there. There's too much... costs too much movement, apparently. Okay, so I have to see if I can defeat this army here, even with seasickness. Like, how big a penalty is that for me? Would I have the navy as well? That would be interesting. If I did, this would become relatively easier, because I think they lose the fortifications. So let's, I'm gonna give this a try. This might be an interesting... This might be a bad fight for me to take, but I think I want to try it.
For death and honor.
Can I not? I'm being jammed up there. Fuck. Alright, so... Oh, we actually do have a lot of movement. Okay. Shit. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go back because we wasted a little bit of movement with the fact that it was lying to me that I could make it. Because this game is such a dick. This game is tremendously a dick. That's going to actually undo those events, I think. Because that's, I think, why that guy is not dead. Fuck. I'll redo the turn from way further back, I think, actually. We'll see if we can get it done. Alright, so, yeah, I did check. It did undo our events, which is not actually great, because I do think that it's good to have people with wives or whatever, but, whatever. Let's get back on the shore here and see if we can attack Angelus.
Disembarking. Is that all?
Yeah, we can attack Angelus, and we don't have the icon saying that we've got seasickness anymore, and that's their King's army. So they have got a massive group of reinforcements. They should be coming in from the sort of, well, southwest, so we'll see how that ends up translating into the map here. This isn't a port town, so it's a little bit harder to orient ourselves. Like, I still am not sure if these maps are north-south, but I'm thinking that they're going to come in from somewhere around here. If I can cut off their army, that might be for the best, because this is all Nordic levy, what the crap. Alright, let's go ahead and fight this one on the battlefield. This one might be actually pretty interesting. Alright, so here we are. We're going to not fight in the fog, I don't think, if at all possible. Let's go ahead and deploy now. Alright, so... Where the crap am I? I forgot we don't have a map. I think this might be the southwest corner over this way? Oh, man. Okay, I'm pretty sure that this map, this is the south entrance of the keep. And then over here, therefore, is where they would be showing up somewhere around here. So why don't we go ahead and set up as though that were the case. And if they aren't, then what we're going to do is we're just going to attack the castle. We're going to have these guys this way. We'll have all these guys facing this way. We'll have you guys sort of in the center here. And we will probably not keep our guys in Defenso Testudo just yet, because we probably are going to have to move them to react to whatever it is they decide to send out our way.
Death from above!
Alright, so...
Stand on their walls and think themselves safe.
Can we see any reinforcements coming from any of these sides here? Enemy reinforcements.
Enemy reinforcements have been spotted.
Alright, so...
And how God no longer loves them. Prepare.
Okay, we have to sort of just wait and see for a few seconds here.
The enemy draws near.
What the crap? Okay, they're streaming out through that side, so... This will be an indicator of where their army is in relation to us. I think. I don't know what they're doing, actually. I should have had a unit in the trees or something. You guys, go check out this forest line, see if we can see anything coming through it. Okay. Looks like they're just sort of heading towards us for some reason. Let's get our Legio sort of moved in the right direction to face them as they approach. But... yeah, okay, we got the right direction.
It's an ambush.
Okay, good. Perfect. Amazing. You guys. I need to be careful with these. Oh, that took a big hit. Let's move you guys out of the way there. Let's have you guys start throwing at these guys if you can.
Quick march. Advance at speed.
Alright, so we got some good
The
hits.
enemy has discovered
Yeah.
our hidden troops.
Come get some. Alright, these guys are coming towards this line to reinforce, so we're going to go ahead and bring these guys around to help. Our cavalry is our only cavalry. We're going to bring our scout equites out of that fight, especially because they're getting shot by my own levies armaturi. I just wanted those cavalry gone right away. Let's get these guys behind my lines, get these coming to tensis looking at the enemy here. Okay, we're on a bit of a hill, so we might be able to shoot over our guys just a bit. Okay, I don't know where the enemy is going to be coming from, but I kind of want these Legio getting around the flanks. We can draw these flanks around as well. Ooh, those were nice hits. Alright, you guys just finish these guys off. They're only at 15 men. It won't be too big a hit. They're a light cav unit, so... yeah, those guys are down to 8 men. Oh. Alright, so they're actually shaken in some of these units already. Let's get our general sort of back over here. Alright, so all these guys are just chucking spears at this unit of javelins that has decided to walk right into our lines for some reason. Okay, so we can move these guys over here. Let's move these two units back here. What the crap happened to you guys? Oh man, I think I hit my own guys with a catapult shot, but you know what? It looked like it was worth it. I'm probably wrong, but it looked like it was worth it. Okay, we need to keep firing at these things now.
The enemy have rallied their units.
I don't know what happened to our cavalry. Oh, no, it's still there. Okay. What happened to our artillery? What's it doing? Who are you guys firing at? Alright, over there, because we can get some good hits there. I think there's a Nordic warlord over here. Yeah, there is. Let's aim at him, even though we'll be potentially putting some of our units at risk. Levies armaturi. Let's actually fire at those Nordic skirmishers over here. Just get them off the field as fast as we can. Get you guys facing that way. Let's have these guys coming in here. These Nordic levy units are getting completely trashed, so we're okay. We'll charge in there just because we need a little bit of reinforcement. Get our general in shield wall formation, get him to help in there. Okay, so... oh, shit. If those guys were Métis RE, they'd actually be okay there, but... oh, that was mostly friendly fire. Shit. Okay, well... still, I want to hit that general. We should aim at this back unit because we're mostly hitting our friendlies. Oh, you guys need to come back up here. Alright, let's get our scout equites out of that fight because it's already pretty much over for them. Okay, I think we can now just have these guys come around back here. Let's have you guys firing at something else, I guess. I don't really know what. Maybe these guys. Okay, so if we can run down this Nordic levy here, that would be great. We're out of javelins. Let's just charge in.
Our men flee the field of battle.
Alright, let's move in there. I think there are actually other factors that were causing us to lose a bunch of dudes there. But things are looking up for us. I think we're actually pretty much done this fight. Yeah, so I think we can actually call this one done. Let's try and kill off as many of those Nordic... Why did their siege engine, I wonder, run straight into my dudes? That's a little bit weird. Alright, so we're getting some slowdown, and, I mean, siege battles kind of tend to do that in particular, but, we're also probably nearing the end of the episode, so I'm going to cut the rest of this. You can see that the enemy is pretty much in disarray at this point. So, yeah, we'll see you guys back on the campaign map, because this is pretty much done. Alright, so here we are. We've managed to get a pretty close victory. Caught a lot of people, killed a lot of units. They still have their general, in fact. That's a little bit disappointing, but they've got a tiny number of people left there. Not going to be too worried about that. Occupying only gets us 4% of replenishment. That's actually really bad. Okay, so those guys have fled off into Tilluferdum. That's fine. But does this give us a little bit of control of the sea? No, this is a completely non-naval city. Okay, well, that's fine. We'll go ahead and look at these buildings here. Bone Carver. What's that transfer into? I'm guessing a town hall sort of thing. Like a tavern, maybe. No, this actually is a military recruitment building. What that converts into. Alright, let's go ahead and demolish it completely. No point in repairing this one. Alright, something's going on here. Hold on just 1 second here. Alright, not 100% sure what's going on there, but looks like it's smoothed out just a little bit. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and, we'll repair the village, I think. That should be fine. Chieftain's house, what do you get produced into? You turn into a guardhouse. That's actually not bad here. Why don't we go ahead and repair this then? Right now it's just giving us public order and health, which makes me wonder why it's turning into that. We're gonna go ahead and demolish a livestock herd. It'll go down a level. Actually, no, why don't we... Yeah, we'll just repair it. That's actually fine. Okay, so we have no control over the sea in this region here. I'm going to retreat back with my fleet because I know that they're going to have lots of navies. Well, the Geats are going to have lots of navies. That's kind of what they do. We'll get to them eventually, but I want to have control of the sea through the port at Labu, so we'll fight our way there first. But until we can sort of get to them, it's not really going to be that easy. Why don't we also check to see if we can get out of the war potentially with these people in the north here. Or maybe we could get more people in the war with them. Okay, let's talk to these guys. No, they really like the Angles. That's a shame. Okay, and they got a defensive alliance with the Langobards. That makes no sense. You guys were just fighting them. That might have been part of the agreement for the peace, I guess. Alright, can you join any of our wars? They're in a lot of wars already, so it's not going to happen. Okay, yeah, none of these guys are going to join me in wars. We'll check that out later, but yeah, it's gone back to really bad second on this campaign map here. I haven't actually recorded too long, I don't think, so it's a little bit weird that we're getting a slowdown here. I might have to restart my computer. I've been recording an awful long time before we've switched around to this. They've got 78%, I think that's Nordic paganism. I'm not sure what it is entirely, but it's quite a bit of it, whatever it is. We got the Danes sort of beside us there. What's actually going on there? Rugion. What happened here? A minor settlement. Where's the desolate settlement? Huh, so this is kind of a, that's kind of a bad province, I guess, but we won't be hanging around there, hopefully. Okay, so what can you guys manage as well? Like, I've got to... I have to sort of consolidate some of these units together, potentially. Right, well, let's go ahead and upgrade... Oh, what can we upgrade these guys with? Increase battle speed. Okay, well, sure. We're probably going to get rid of some of the buildings that let me do that, so I'm going to upgrade those guys Metiare just because I think that it's going to be important for us. We could try and get some Comitatensis, but we recruit more people if I wait a turn, so why don't we do that? Leave those cohort or Comitatensis at slightly dinted condition. Then we should be able to get them later back up to full and hopefully fighting. Because if I let them replenish a turn and then consolidate, it's actually more than 3 units worth, I think. Well, how many are we getting per turn? I don't know. Maybe the city infrastructure is so bad that we're not actually getting the full amount back. Yeah, we'd be getting 34 per unit back. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 units. It is about the same as recruiting a full unit every turn, so we can just sit on those guys and that'd be fine. Okay, let's check our buildings browser again here real quick. Africa, what can we spend all this money on? We've got 15,000. 15,000 is a pretty good amount. We can finally actually look at getting a governor's house here because they're finally unhappy here. I think we've been getting a ton of immigrants, and it's been hurting our happiness a little bit. It's a little bit, you know, a little bit topical right now, but there is that sort of sense that it's actually good to get them in this game because they do give you a lot of money, and I do prefer the money. Fishing jetties are slightly more food for us right now, because it's too public disorder no matter what we get right now. So let's go ahead and get the fishing docks, and I kind of have to get that because this place is getting more unhappiness from food shortage than we'd be losing from the building, so it's okay there. Caledonia et Hibernia, they're probably okay as they are right now, I think. Down here in Carthago, we could start working on the happiness again there. And we could actually get a governor's estate for the increased money. I could start getting champions from some of these provinces. I should probably do that. What do they actually have for actions? I don't have one there, right. Where do I have one? Right here. Okay, so we're sort of back. We're probably going to end the episode pretty quickly. My game actually crashed. I'm not actually too surprised about this because the game has been chugging along a little bit, and I just checked. It's using up something like 80% of my CPU for some reason right now. So not 100% sure why it was doing that or what's going on as far as that goes. I think it might be because like Steam's trying to forcibly update itself while we're doing other things. So I'll go ahead and end this episode and try and look into that, but yeah, not 100% sure why that's going on. Don't really know if there's an easy way out of it, but it looks like it actually is kind of a little bit smoother now. But yeah, no, it was a full-on crash. It was saying that the Steam servers were too busy to handle my request, which I'm not sure if that has been resolved or what that has to do with anything. Maybe I'll have to play it in offline mode. Maybe that would help. But anyway, yeah, I hope you found this episode enjoyable. We're going to end it here, I think. So, yeah, I hope you found this episode enjoyable, and of course, as always, I hope to see you all next time. We're just going to go through some basic administrative crap here. You guys don't really need to see me going through my building options yet again. I think I had already used them as well anyway, so yeah, I'll see you in our next episode.